Hey everybody, and how's it going? Welcome back to another analog horror series. This time it's about Sonic, but as much creepy things have been created about Sonic on the internet, I genuinely think this looks like one of the scariest things you'll find. This is a mix between Sonic and Godzilla, specifically Shin Godzilla, which is a very terrifying rendition of the creature and an interesting way of telling the story. I, of course, will have the channel linked in the description with the playlist that the creator has made for all of their videos in order of watching them. And I gotta say, from the little that I have seen on this, I am very, very excited. Welcome everyone to the Sonic tapes. I don't know what to expect, so let's buckle up and dive into this. Again, I believe this revolves somewhat around Sonic becoming a giant, horrifying monster, which, I mean, I don't know. I feel like Sonic's been through worse, maybe. Probably not. This first video is entitled House Footage, the Sonic Tapes. You know, I played a lot of Sonic games throughout the years, and I don't know why it keeps being turned into horrifying creations, but let's dive into this. Oh god, what an opening. What happened to Eggman? He's okay, right? Surely those sensor bars just cover up some... How's it going? Yeah, I don't like that. I'm not a fan. Right. Emergency alert. An unknown threat has been caused harm to the people in the area. There's been a severe several mutilations. What? Hold on. I wasn't done reading. I read very slowly, okay? An unknown threat has been causing harm to people in the area. There have been several mutilations and reports of missing persons in the past day. Authorities are currently investigating. Okay, and be alert. Lock your doors, your windows, arm yourselves. What is that going to do against Sonic? Do you know how fast he is? Famously, he's super fast. That's his whole thing. He can break down your door. You're not gonna... What are you gonna do? Be prepared to face-to-face encounter with a threat. I mean, he wiped out Eggman. What hope do we have? I don't have the Chaos Emeralds. Is Sonic gonna be stalking outside my house? Nice place you got here. Really nice place. It'd be a shame if somebody went super fast inside of it. It'd be quite a shame. Gotta go fast. Jeez Louise. Oh my god. He's very tall. What is Sonic doing outside my house at 3 a.m.? Knocking on my door. Hey, you got any rings? What? Like... He just break and enter? He's gone. Dear Lord, save us. Oh my god. Okay, jeez, why is he posing for the camera? What happened to him to make him all crazy? Maybe he went too fast. What the... Oh. Well, why our house? What did we do to Sonic? Maybe this is Eggman's house, I don't know. For someone so fast, he's opening the door so slow. Oh, Jesus. What are you doing if you wake up at 3 a.m. to that? Hiding under your covers? Buddy, do you know how fast he is? Oh my god. Gotta eat fast. What? He just took a bite out of us. What happened to Sonic? Okay, hold on. So apparently this was a re-upload. I guess they had to censor some stuff with the bars and all that. Let's see. So the next video is Sonic the Hedgehog animation, which appears normal, but then you look at it and it's something off about it. Something doesn't seem right with Sonic. Oh, it's a prequel to the Sonic tapes home footage. Interesting. So this is what happened before. So this is already telling us what made Sonic like how he be. Because I was wondering why he be like he be. I don't know if that's how he be. I'm very curious to see what happened to Sonic to make him go crazy and start eating people. Famously, he doesn't do that in the games. I've played a lot of them. I never saw that. He just runs really fast and collects coins. And sometimes he jumps. Sometimes he, you know, fights bald villains. But let's get into this. Why is he breathing like that? Is he okay? Sonic, you don't look too good. Why is he looking at a lunk? What? Lunk box. What is that? Ew. It's all slobbery. What did he eat? Jesus. Sonic's got hands! What do you even do that? What in the Attack on Titan? Is this the rumbling? Several zones later. Eggman, you gotta get out of there, brother. Aww. By my... Oh, Jesus. Are you the one who's gonna rip my food with incredible pieces of metal junk? What? There will be consequences. So that's what happened to Eggman. Imagine that's the last thing you see before you die. Holy crap. Please no. Is that what's inside of him? I like how in this universe, Eggman, he's just like he seems like a nice guy. He's building the little robots, protecting the wildlife. Sonic shows up, asking about his food, right? Turning my food into the... inedible pieces of metal junk. So the roles have just like completely swapped, and Sonic is just this monster. I guess that is just going crazy. I don't know. The next video is the Two-Tailed Fox, the Sonic tapes. What's gonna happen to Tails? This poor guy. Video's description just said, welcome to the next level. Oh, look, it's Tails. Oh no. So is Tails also... Or no? Oh my god. He's so fast. He's so scared. Oh, poor Tails. No, look, he's so scared. Shin, like you can see the hair. Tails! 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 Oh, that's usually there's been an... Oh my god, exponential number of missing persons? What? What? Okay. Who's going missing from the Hilltop County area? Not the Hilltop County area. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Okay. Dude, you can see the hair standing up on Tails. I still can't get over that. Public's in hysteria about the local government, right? Oh my god. R.I.P. for Tails. Oh dear lord. Oh my god, wait. So so Tails, yeah, look at that form of Tails. Oh my god. It was about to witness it covering the camera. Oh no, I don't know. Should we see the image? Oh. Whereabouts are currently unknown. Oh my god, he's big. Is he getting bigger? He definitely looks like he's growing. Maybe that's why he was so tall in the first video. I mean, that's what like Shin Godzilla is. It goes through stages of evolutions. Oh my god. Imagine getting abducted by 10. I'm sorry, it's a horrifying thing to go through. Oh my god. These creatures online. Dude, you post these pictures online, no one's believing that they're real. You know? No one believes that they're real. That is insane. Oh, is it going through the stages of evolution? So there's Sonic. And then that's... I think that's like his current stage that we're in. Oh, and that's what he kind of looked like on the side of the road. What's he going to be next? That is huge. Yo, that's so big. He's so big. The size difference is insane. Like, he looks terrifying in that first image, but like, the size difference from 3 to 4 is like citywide level range. Hold up. Like, just look at the process. And I don't know exactly the time frame for this, like how quickly each transition between each stage is going, but maybe as they eat more and more, I guess, right? There was said it was like 940 something victims, 946, right? None of the bodies recovered. It's interesting that they transformed, like Shin Sonic transformed Tails, right? And not just simply ate him. So I wonder if Tails is going to have a transformation as well. Past like the first initial stage, we saw him like in the air, right? But I wonder if maybe Tails just bring bodies to Sonic to help the process go quicker, as Sonic was like the one responsible for the transformation. So maybe it's working like that. But the fact that there's been no explanation, like the government can't do much to stop it, I don't know what they're gonna do. Our next video is entitled Cry of the Forest. So I wonder if this is gonna dive more into like the search parties, or like finding the whereabouts of Sonic in the woods, right? Because there were the search parties going into the woods, but going missing. Okay. If you have time to worry, run. That's the only description for this. That is such a threatening sentence. If you have time to worry, then run. Wow. I mean, I guess that there's nothing really you can do about it. On November 14th, 2006, a police officer was called for patrol an area near the edge of the hilltop forest. I guess there's nothing you can do to fight back, right? We're hearing loud cries during late hours of the night. This is recovered footage from the police officer's body camera. Oh, Jesus. So I guess this is going to prove that there's no fighting back, right? If the cop loses the 1v1, right? Then your only chance is to run back. How are you outrunning Sonic, even? Famously, he's really fast. Like, that's his whole thing. Very dark body cam footage. Okay, here we go on a trail in the woods.
Hey, hello, can you hear me? Are you guys there?
Are we losing contact with our dispatch? What the hell was that?
What the hell is that?
That's what I'm saying. Dear Lord, that's not a bear. I don't even think it's a hedgehog anymore. Dear God. How do you even plan to outrun that thing? Also, turn off your light. Oh my God! Wait, there's multiple... Wait, what? How many did Sonic get? They're in the trees! They're in the trees! There's no way I wouldn't be turning back. Okay, yeah, you should have turned back. Maybe you shouldn't have. How are you still alive after all that? How is he still going? Wow, the body was found the next morning. Based on the statue that appeared in the footage. Wait, they actually recovered the body? Wait, so is that the first body that they recovered? Because previously it said his insides were removed? His body was found in the last 24 hours after the day of the footage is severely decomposed. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Why would he do that? Rivers returned to the location. The statue on the other day had nowhere to be seen. The statue was gone? The public is recommended to evacuate the areas where the disappearance is. The footage not being released. I can understand why, right? That would freak out anyone. Just cause a mass panic. But honestly, maybe that's for the best. He's reached his final form. That is insane. He already reached his final form. So is the world doomed? Fumble by the local government. Call in the airstrikes, the nukes. I don't know. Well, that didn't really work on Godzilla, right? Because of the radiation, but I don't know if that works differently for Sonic, right? Huh. The next video is entitled A Dreadful Vision, the Sonic Tapes. And the description only reads, the gears begin to turn around. Huh. Interesting. This one seems to be... I don't know if it's like a prequel. What? Why is this so empty? Knuckles, watch out! Wait, is Knuckles gonna save us? What? What happened to everything? Oh my god. Like, I love the perspective shift of like back to like a video game. Who would do something like this? Oh man. I hope Knuckles survives. Is that Tails? Knuckles, watch out. Tails? Knuckles, watch out! Do you know what's going on here? Knuckles, watch out! Tails? Why are there... It turned into like 4 of... Oh god, Knuckles, no. Sonic? Oh my god, why did he extend himself? Try to run. Oh no, not the demonic Sonic music. Oh my god! Run, Knuckles, run! Knuckles, no! He got so much bigger. Wait, so he can change forms? What are you? How is he able to change... like, shift between his different evolutions? I am what I need to be. So he can control them at whim. What? You can't be Sonic. Sonic would never do this. Oh my god. What? What? What is your motive? So many questions. I want some answers. Let me show you. Wait, we're gonna know his motives? Everything. What the world? Okay. Okay. We're learning. What is this? The Chaos Emeralds? What? Seek them out. Are they what's responsible? What? The Super Emeralds. What? There are only hope. There are only hope. What? It needs the Chaos Emeralds for the ritual. Don't let it complete the ritual. What? What if it does? What happens if it does? ... Well, then it will reach its final form. What the hell? Wait, why is he showing him this though? Okay, but like, wait, why would he show him that? So now Knuckles has to get the emeralds to stop this creature from completing the ritual. Holy hell. I love, yeah, like I said, I love how it switches between the different styles of like the video game to real life to the different perspectives, and also like showing Sonic change between the different evolutions all in that chase scene is kind of crazy. So does that imply you can change him at will, like go back from the third stage back to stage 1 and vice versa? That's kind of crazy. In this, there's an actual way to stop them, right? If we can prevent them from getting all the Chaos Emeralds to complete the ritual, then maybe we can stop Shin Sonic. Or, well, Knuckles can, right? So it's interesting. I thought Knuckles was going to die there, but it looks like now it's up to him to stop it. I believe this series is still ongoing, and we have a couple more videos to go, so I'm very interested to see, and then I'm kind of going to recap and give all my thoughts towards the end. So I guess this is like a horrifying version of the Chaos Emeralds and like the super transformation, right? So that if in this universe the way he's evolving is, I guess, through the emeralds, and getting all the Chaos Emeralds unlocks all that power. So explaining the final evolution is going to be, I guess, Sonic getting all the Chaos Emeralds, but hopefully Knuckles can stop him, or maybe get some, I don't know. Is there anyone else left to help? Palm Tree Panic. Is that Knuckles? Pass. Of course the pass is knocked down. Oh man. Gun report 1262-3. This is going to give us more information about Sonic. He's become too large and powerful to keep him hidden from the public. Yeah, I guess people would know, right? There was already those pictures on him online. Wow. This no longer only concerns the United States. Yeah, it's a worldwide event, right? Sonic is evolving at a rapid rate. Yeah. Holy crap. Incredible speed. Yeah, he is fast. Oh my god, look how big he is. Holy, how is he still moving so fast? I mean, that's his whole thing, right? Oh my god. 100-mile, several hundred miles. Due to the side, the speed is, what, causes a shockwave. He's killing like entire states worth of people with just the shockwave alone, most likely. That is, sorry, I just had to pause because, yeah, the size and speed of all that is absolutely insane. No inherent, wait, what? No interest in the civilians. Okay. Of Station Square. Interesting. It walked around almost as it was searching for something. Oh no. Until it let up a deadly cry. So it's looking for the emeralds. Oh Jesus. That is terrifying. Tails? He's got like 2 mouths. That is terrifying. But the design is so good, actually. After attaining the emerald, it disappeared in the blink of an eye. Oh my god. Association of Gun. Knuckles. Or interesting course of action into our attention. Okay. At one point in time, the super emeralds were, okay, at immense peak of power. Knuckles suggested that while Gun focuses on preventing Sonic from acquiring more emeralds, he will begin to return to the time of the super emeralds. Interesting. Okay. He plans to bring them back to use on Sonic. With the death of Dr. Robotnik and no other means of stopping such a threat, this seems to be the best option to have. Again, I like that we have options. That's nice. The fact that there's something we can do. The number of visiting has now gone over the thousands. That's insane. Almost uncountable amount of casualties caused by, yeah, simply moving. That's what I'm saying. Like the amount of death caused by just the shockwaves of moving something that big that quickly. Oh my god. Declared martial law in many parts of the U.S. Power of those of the emeralds. I want to see what happens if it gets more of the emeralds. May God help us all. I do want to see what happens if it gets past the pass.
Knuckles, we're good to go.
Here we go. He's gonna go get the super emeralds. Oh my goodness. Dude, this is getting good! Alright, so I had to brush up on my Sonic lore, right? The super emeralds are a more enhanced version of the Chaos Emeralds and have so much potential for power and allow the user to enter a hyper state. So I assume we're going to see Knuckles enter that hyper state to do battle with Shin Sonic to save the world. This is getting so cool because although it's horror and like terrifying and just like a demented twist on Sonic, right? It's still kind of like using the rules of the universe and in doing so kind of giving us hope in Knuckles. That's really cool. I'll leave a link down to the wiki talking about some of the stuff in the description as well if you guys want to read up on more of it, because I have been for the past like 10 minutes just going through the articles. It's really cool. This video is entitled Past, which I guess, you know, Knuckles is going to the past to get these super emeralds, right? Because I think some about their power was so much they're not really, they're located in like another dimension or another time because they can manipulate time and space. I don't know, there's a lot that these emeralds can do. So obviously he's going back to the past to get these super emeralds to deal with Shin Sonic. Interesting. Here we are. Again, I love the like reality shift, the perspective shift, the animation shift. It's so awesome to see like the cartoony video game versus the real life stuff. Wow. The hidden palace zone. That's so cool. Whoa. Man, Knuckles is so cool. Oh, he's so cool. Dang, Sonic gave him PTSD. That is crazy. Whoa. Result.
You know you're not supposed to be here. Why aren't you back with the rest of the clan? Come to think of it, I don't think I've seen you before. State your name and your business here.
My name is Knuckles the Echidna. I am not of this land. I come in dire need of the Emerald's power.
Oh, shoot. Dang. What? Immediately ready to throw hands. Holy crap.
I've been guarding those emeralds for decades. You're crazy if you think I'm just gonna give them to anybody who asks. Especially an echidna I've never seen before. Now get lost. I'd really hate to have to kill one of my own kind.
Oh shit, wait, are we getting a full-on fight? I was thinking he might try to
Give them to me, then I'll have to take them.
He was going to try to just explain himself, but nah, come on, it's Knuckles. He's going.
Try it.
That is so cool. Yo, hats off. The animation peak. So good. And honestly, with his world being like in so much danger, you know, we kind of just need. Oh my god. Oh, that is disturbing. Oh, that is disturbing. That is so good. Dude, oh my goodness. Again, once again, this is all going to be linked in the description. Go check out all the links here. Support this creator in every way. But we are on the final video of the series, Contingency. And this is the most recent video. I don't think it's like the final video, but this is the most recent video uploaded. Again, I think this series is ongoing, and I'm very interested to see. I feel like we picked it up at a very good point where, right, like we've got a lot of the groundwork laid out, a lot of the story is going along. Man, I would have loved to see like a full-fledged fight from Knuckles, but that is so cool. The artificial life form steps into what? Into a battlefield. Oh my god. Look how big he is. Oh no, did he find another Chaos Emerald? Yeah. So what is he gonna look like now? I don't think that means making it to retirement. They're launching bombs at him. I doubt it does anything. He's just laughing it off. But actually, I don't. Is it doing damage to him? No way. Gun report 1262-4. There's no way that did like any damage to him, right? 26 hours since Knuckles left to the past. He's obtained 5? Oh no. Nuclear weapons, but it was ineffective. So yeah, I was wondering if it was going to work, you know, in similar ways to Godzilla, where like the nuclear weapons didn't seem to work. Oh man. Despite all of this, we've been okay. It's already 5th emerald. What? We believe it's replenished its own chaos energy using the emerald. Oh no. Dude, I want to see what it turns into. Attacks on saves have proved to be ineffective. Oh no. I mean, yeah. So literally the only thing that can stop him is Knuckles going into the hyper state, like with the super emeralds. Oh no. Video that recently surfaced. What in the world is Tails doing? Split apart similar to cells undergoing mitosis. So it's going to duplicate. So that's why there were more versions of Tails. That's so interesting. So that's how there were more versions of the firepower uses. Okay. He uses time to come up with an alternative course of action. Yeah, you got to stop him from just getting more emeralds, right?
Project Shadow. In order to continue our efforts in stopping what has become of Sonic, we need you to give us your account of what transpired when you fought. You were nearly dead when we found you. It's only thanks to Gun that you're still here. You should have left your Chaos Emerald with us, instead of choosing to act independently. Look, we know you can hear us. The longer you refuse to comply, the more we'll get killed out there. And who knows how long it will be until Knuckles returns.
Robotnik's lab.
What?
That's what I'm saying.
There's something. No. Someone there. They could be of use.
Who are they?
Dr. Robotnik still there? No.
Looks like we're going to be at this for a while. Continue working
He
on
was
his
dead,
upgrades.
right?
I want a squadron sent out to investigate Robotnik's lab as soon as possible.
I really hope we get to see the next
I
one.
might have just found something. But what is it?
What the hell was that? Was that another version of Sonic? That's the artificial life form. So they're going to use that to do battle with Sonic? No way that works, right? Like, okay, well, the searches were conducted for... Okay. The initial disappearance. Okay, police stumbled across a small abandoned cabin deep in the Hilltop County forest. What was in the cabin? Okay. In the cavern, there seemed to be evidence of a struggle. Chains were toppled over. What? Blood splat. Oh, a tape. Uh-oh. Cabin with a single VHS tape. Following footage was the contents of that tape.
We got him. We finally got him.
What the hell?
Can't run anymore. He's weaker. The bacteria, it's working. We're finally gonna get what we want. And it's gonna be beautiful.
Finally gonna get what you want. Huh? What in the world? They got him tied up like they're torturing him. What is this? So there's a cult all surrounding this. Oh, what was that image? Hold on, we'll go through that. Oh my god. These will not hold me for long? What? I'm able to see you. I don't like deep breathing. What? I will, once I obtain the rest. My reach will exceed beyond the cape. Okay. Oh, not that face. Final piece of footage was found in a nearby destroyed camera for the scene. Okay.
For what purpose have I been summoned?
You will untie King Moloch and unleash his wrath.
How come you got me for this? Why can't you just do this yourself?
It's beneath me. I have a greater purpose than rope untire.
Okay, well, the only reason you're in charge and not me is because you pants me in the sacred locker room in front of all the boys, and they don't
What?
respect me no more. You took off my underwear and everything. Who does that?
Who does that?
Well, if you're like me, you're gonna do it 100%.
Alright, well, you aren't thinking rationally. Consider the fatal risks. We don't even know what he can do yet.
Risks? You talk to me about risks? Have you forgotten our oath bounded by blood? We live with the purpose of reforming this wretched world into a utopia. By the will of Moloch, the offering of human souls will draw out King Moloch's true power. With that, we can bring to fruition a world without sin.
But straight, there are too many anomalies.
This is not up for discussion. Release him at once.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Can't even freaking do that right.
Yeah, what? What in the world? This is so good. Okay. Straight and Rob. Okay. Oh man. R.I.P. to Straight and Rob. Oh man. We're showing why Sonic chose to kill instead of consume in this instance. Maybe he was a little bit mad. Maybe he was just a little bit mad. No trace of any. Okay. Strange bacteria within the cabin. Huh. Whoa, look at these pictures. We see these drawings of the cabin, we know that, oh, the significance of the statues. And so okay, his ultimate goal. The outcome depicted in this drawing is true, and it cannot allow Sonic to obtain the last 2 emeralds. New world. He's going to bring about a new world. I don't think I like the new world. Basing on the readers with the Chaos Emerald energy emitting from Sonic, we deduce that it's housing the statue and the emeralds within its body. Yeah, we saw that in one of the clips. We saw the statue inside of his body. It's really weird looking. I don't know why you would hold it there. I don't. Just buy a storage unit. Robotics lab. Oh. Oh. Dude, this is so good. Evan, this is so good. Bravo. Bravo. Man, I cannot wait to see more of this. Again, everything will be linked in the description. This video came out a couple of weeks ago, so I don't know the time frame for this of how long it's going to be, but like this is just absolutely insane. I love the lore behind it. It's not just like scary Sonic corrupted Sonic. Like, there's story, there's lore, it's abiding to the lore in universe. It's so cool. So doing like more deep dives into it, right? Like, there are versions of like a Mecha Sonic made by Dr. Robotnik. So obviously that's like something along the lines of what we see in that they found in Robotnik's lab, right? Very interesting. So this is going to be what I guess they use to defend against Shin Sonic while they're waiting for Knuckles to get the Super Emeralds. And we also just have Metal Sonic, which is again another thing made by Dr. Eggman that rivals a lot of the abilities of Sonic. So we're going to see this giant matchup between giant Metal Sonic versus Shin Sonic that is going to be so sick, so cool to see. All while we're waiting to see what happens with Knuckles getting the Super Emeralds. This is such an amazing series for so many reasons, right? Again, hats off to everyone who worked on this, truly and truly. The way that they are creating the story that both ties into Sonic's lore and like a lot of the different characters in it, it's so kind of like accurate in a lot of the ways. And I'm diving into it. You know, I'm not claiming to be the biggest on all of the Sonic like lore and universe, right? But it's really cool to see how well they're tying in a lot of these things into the analog horror, the horror universe, you know, twisting these real in canon things into this horror story, right? And it's making it so good. So again, shout out to everyone who worked on it, the voice actors, the animation. You know, it's just so cool to see all of this. And again, shout out to the creator of Venomous. Like, this is absolutely amazing. This is quickly becoming one of my favorite like ongoing analog horror series, just on how it's bringing so many memories back of Sonic and like reintroducing me to lore in all these amazing ways. Like, I'm coming at this as a perspective of somebody who was kind of into Sonic growing up, but like all of these videos giving me more pieces to dive into the lore deeper into the universe, right? Like, it's really cool to see how they're using all of these bits and pieces of information intertwining the story in their own horrifying way, right? It's crazy that like analog horror is the reason I'm getting back into Sonic, but like that is what is happening. Like, this is just so good. I'm so eagerly awaiting the next installment, right? But because one, we don't always react to these as soon as they come out, right? Obviously, I want to give time for the creators, you know, go check out their work first and foremost on their own channel. And also with the videos being a little bit shorter, it might be a while before I make another video on this series. So of course, go check out their channel down in the description, subscribe, follow them, support them on every platform you can, because when a new video drops, it might be a while before I make a video about it, right? Man, but to see like the transformations is so cool. And the way it kind of splices in between the different perspectives of the story, right? Bouncing between Gun, bouncing between Knuckles, between Sonic, between this like kind of found footage style, giving us all these different perspectives, you know? It's an interesting way of telling the story that doesn't just showcase, okay, here's just Sonic, this one storyline, right? Because there's all these different branching paths and they kind of interconnect with each other, you know, to tell the one continuity story, right? Like the one singular story, but you're getting like bits and pieces from it here and there, you know? We kind of jump back into seeing Sonic at one stage of his evolution, then we jump back into another storyline to see like, okay, what are they doing to respond to it? And then jumping back into it and like, oh my god, he's transformed again. Like, he's gotten bigger, he's gotten more emeralds, he's transforming. Like, it's getting crazier and crazier. Like, so that kind of also adds to the like the shock almost of seeing a new transformation, right? Seeing transformation and then seeing like the effects and the consequences, the repercussions, like all of the horrible stuff happening, and then like, okay, what are we doing about it? And then jumping back into like the next transformation, it's like, oh my god, it's gotten even worse, you know? It's a really cool way of telling the story. So we have Knuckles going back in time to get the Super Emeralds. I wonder if we're gonna, like, when we're gonna see that happen, or if he's going to be successful. Like, it's weird with an analog horror series to have hope for the universe in question, because a lot of them, it's just like a doomed world. Almost like, think about Gemini Home Entertainment being one of the last ones we've watched, and then like Viticarnus, right? There's not a lot of hope for those worlds. There's not a lot of hope for combating the creatures, the monstrosities that are in those universes. But in this, like, as horrifying and horrible as Shin Sonic is, it's strangely giving us hope that there is a solution. And even if like the contingency doesn't work with like Metal Sonic, who knows? Maybe at the end we'll see Knuckles return with the Super Emeralds and all of their insane power, and like be in the hyper form, like Hyper Knuckles. That'd be so sick to see a fight between like Hyper Knuckles and Shin Sonic. That'd be so cool to see, when we've already, and like I keep saying, like this, the slicing between the different like animation styles of like video game to real life found footage style is so cool. So if we like, I wonder what like the fight style would be, and if it would be like the video game style, or like, there's so much to speculate on. But again, I think the biggest thing to take away from this is that like this universe isn't doomed, right? There are options, and that's like kind of giving us hope. So I'm very curious. Let me know what you think down in the comments of this series so far. If you're a really big Sonic fan, let me know your theories about this and like where it's going to go. I hope we can see some more insane transformations, some awesome fights, and just more lore and story. Again, shout out to the creator and everyone who worked on this. Just a fantastic job. You did so amazing on this. Very, very awesome. Again, everything will be linked in the description for you to check them out for yourself, because again, I won't be reacting to these as they come out so much as when, there's been a big gap, or, a few videos to make a video about, right? And of course, I'll have my other analog horror games and reactions playlist linked in the description if you want to watch more of this style of content. But either way, here's a few people that definitely wouldn't try to gather up all the Chaos Emeralds and bring about a new world. Our channel members, thank you for supporting the channel and myself, and not trying to end the world with Shin Sonic. Thank you. Either way, thank you for joining me in today's reaction to Shin Sonic, the Sonic tapes. As always, hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And of course, hope you have a great rest of your day. Remember, with courage and determination, any adventure is possible. And I'll see you in our next one. Bye-bye.